Baylen out loud. Shocking, Baylen's fiancé Colin drops a bombshell just hours after proposing to her with a ring. Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. I hope you are well. If you like the video, please subscribe and stay tuned for new videos. Baylen Out Loud star Colin stunned everyone with his shocking news after a few hours of having an engagement with Baylen. The final episode of the first season finally showed the two getting engaged. This happened after they dated for 2 years. Colin serves in the American Air Force as a body bearer in the Honor Guard. Colin takes part in Air Force funerals to bear the caskets of deceased service members. He and Baylen make a great couple. They moved to Washington, D.C. to start their new life together before the wedding. His proposal to Baylen was the sweetest one. He gave an intense speech about their 2-year-long relationship to tear up Baylen. Baylen out loud. Colin is a medicine to Baylen's Tourette. Baylen Dupree overwhelmed viewers with her statement, saying her partner Colin is a medicine for her life's problems. He stays by her side while she is on her journey with Tourette syndrome. In the series trailer, she also affectionately calls him the world's best boyfriend, whom she looks up to. Colin hails from Virginia, United States. He graduated from William Byrd High School in 2019. During one episode, he opened up about his upbringing. He said his parents have raised him in a very traditional way. He further explained that his girlfriend's tics sometimes create awkward moments for him, but he has adjusted to them. When Baylen blurted she was pregnant and clarified later on, Colin told her he felt like hiding under a pillow. Baylen out loud. Colin reveals his new Air Force relocation to Baylen and her family. Colin finally received a call from the Air Force to relocate to their given place. As it occurred, things on Baylen Out season took an unexpected turn. This twist came right after he put on the engagement ring on Baylen's finger. In a confessional scene, he talked about waiting a whole year to get the orders to shift to anywhere in America or foreign. Colin knew where he might have to locate, but wanted to break the news to Baylen's family at the right time. Since he felt the day had arrived, the 24-year-old said he didn't wish for a long-distance relationship with Baylen. Baylen was clearly afraid, unaware of how her family would react to it. Alan, Julie, Sammy, and Burke all started to panic when they heard Colin say he would take Baylen with him. This made Alan angry, but out of nowhere, the news turned out to be good rather than bad. Colin surprised everyone by stating he wasn't leaving where he was currently staying. He will finish his 2-year contract. Baylen added that it's the best kind of news hours after the engagement. Alan sighed and admitted to feeling a big relief. Julie, who was starting to feel sick to her stomach, agreed to her husband's reaction. Despite Colin not relocating, he won't wait for too long after the engagement. For all the latest Baylen and Colin updates, Baylen Out Loud star Baylen Dupree on why her family signed up for reality TV and how Season 2 will tackle wedding planning. Baylen Dupree has brought selflessness to reality television. TLC's Baylen Out Loud debuted this year as a chronicle of 22-year-old Dupree's life. And while she initially grew her profile because of TikTok videos, she was never the typical Gen Zer posting inane trends and dance routines. Dupree has Tourette syndrome, and her symptoms include vocal tics and profane outbursts as a result of coprolalia. While these manifestations can sometimes turn heads when she's in public in her hometown of Harper's Ferry, WV, the condition has been normalized for Dupree's millions of social media followers, and now the sizable TLC audience. With the show, I feel like it gives a wider and broader view and more knowledge of Tourette's and how I live with it, she says. It just opens up a wider range to people to spread awareness or educate. Dupree says she is seeing the immediate result of the show's impact. I've had an abundance of people come up to me, which is lovely, she says. The ones through the show tend to have more in-depth stories. I had someone come up to me at Chipotle and say, "My wife has waited 10 years for a story to come out like yours. She teaches special ed kids. I teach behavioral therapy. We see how people are treated differently every day. We live with it, we see it, and you're making a difference." What makes Baylen Out Loud so compelling is that despite the challenges Dupree faces, she is determined to live a full and rich life. Audiences are introduced to her large family, including her parents and 5 siblings, and her love story with her boyfriend and now fiancé, Colin Dooley. Watching Dupree's loved ones navigate through both small challenges, such as her tics interrupting a grocery store trip, to figuring out the mechanics of her someday living with Dooley as their relationship grows, shows the compassion they have for each other. But it's not all serious, as some of the show's best moments include Dupree and Dooley's loving moments, and the bickering that inevitably takes place between siblings and parents. Despite their love for each other, the focus of Baylen Out Loud is a real family, and not everyone was initially ready for prime time. We all sat down, and it did take some convincing for my siblings to realize that this is for the greater good, she says. This is for a bigger and better purpose than ourselves. As for Season 2, which has already been ordered by TLC, Dupree says that wedding planning will be her primary focus, but she's hoping to dive even more into understanding her condition and continuing to educate viewers. There will be more public speaking and new medications, different types of therapies, different types of treatments that I'll be exploring, she says. There will be multiple people on with Tourette's you've either seen before, or you haven't, or they're new. And while Dupree has undoubtedly made progress in showing society what her life is like with Tourette's and coprolalia, she's quick to note that there is much more work to be done for the cultural perception of the disorder. There is still so much more awareness for everybody else, she says. This is one case of Tourette's out of hundreds and thousands and millions of other cases. I'm one person that lives with it, but there are millions of other people out there. I hope it gives everyone a better understanding, but everyone's case is different. I feel like there's a lot more that needs to be done. No new Baylen Out Loud Season 1 episode this week. Here's why TLC didn't air it. Many Baylen Out Loud must have noticed TLC didn't bring a new episode of Season 1 the previous night, March 17, 2025. The series received massive love from netizens. Love Baylen Dupree and follow her Tourette journey with utmost interest. She emerged as the special media icon who broke through reality TV with her first ever show. Season 1 revolved around Baylen's life with tics, her parents, 5 siblings, and her boyfriend. She often gets the severe form of tics, with which she has struggled for more than a decade. After showcasing how she manages everything despite having tic con, she gained many followers on social media. Her love life with her fiancé, Colin, is also highlighted in the show. Baylen Out Loud, Baylen and Colin's love story is nothing but a fairy tale. Colin Dooley met Baylen Dupree 2 years ago on a dating app. While she mentioned her Tourette in the profile, he was reluctant to trust anything online. At the time, he didn't ask her anything that would either show his low knowledge about Tourette or make Baylen embarrassed. Baylen and Colin moved to their premarital home with the lack of confidence from her parents. Because of tics, Alana and Julie weren't ready for Baylen to live independently, but Colin was sure of handling her in the best possible ways. Hence, the two had an engagement and a beach vacation with the blessings of their elders and the presence of Baylen's siblings. Viewers enjoyed their union and called it a dream come true moment. Baylen Out Loud. Why didn't TLC come up with a new episode of Season 1? In the March 10 episode of Baylen Out Loud, Colin Dooley proposed to Baylen with a diamond ring to seal their love. He eventually let her family know that he was moving out somewhere else for his Air Force job posting. Luckily, he hasn't been ordered to relocate since he will complete his 2-year contract in Washington, D.C. Colin's giving the good news to all turned the tension into a job. The two families and the lovers celebrated the day with a photo shoot and cakes. This was how Season 1 wrapped up. Therefore, the only reason TLC didn't air a new episode of the show is that it's officially over. The time slot and place are given to 90 Day Fiancé, the last resort between the sheets. Baylen will return to television again since she and TLC mutually announced the renewal of Season 2. It's unknown when exactly she will return to the screen, and it's also kept a secret whether she has started filming for the new part yet. Neither a trailer nor a premiere date has been dropped. Fans can watch The Last Resort over the next few weeks. Baylen is now keeping in touch with fans through social media. She recently slammed critics for initiating her tics, calling the trend offensive, and thanked those who have been supportive of her. For the Baylen Out Loud tea, Baylen Out Loud, Baylen spills wedding details with Fiancé Colin countdown to I Do begins. Baylen Out Loud star Baylen Dupree and her future husband Colin recently shared their perfect wedding ceremony and how they are going to prepare for it. TLC wrapped season 1 of the show on March 10 and already announced that it has been renewed for season 2. The first season received a positive response from the audience. Viewers loved the young couple and their families. In the last episode, viewers gushed over Colin's romantic proposal to Baylen with a beautiful oval-cut diamond ring. The scene stole many fans' hearts because all they wanted was to see the reality star happy and growing in life. Baylen Out Loud. Baylen's dreamy engagement to Colin is straight out of a fairy tale. TLC was keeping Baylen Dupree and Colin Dooley's engagement details under wraps. However, the lovebirds declared they engaged with TLC through an Instagram post on February 11. When the season finale came, viewers witnessed the magical moment. The surprise proposal happened at a shore resort and beach club in Ocean City, Maryland. Initially, Colin planned to propose to Baylen at the beach, but the weather forced Colin to set up an eternal love wreath inside the hotel hall with the beach as the backdrop. As Baylen and Colin's family watched and clapped for the duo afar, Colin asked her if she would marry him. She quickly said yes, expecting it to be an engagement. She said she loves waking up and wearing the 6-carat diamond ring daily. Baylen Out Loud. Baylen and Colin will marry in 2026. Baylen Dupree and Colin Dooley recently appeared in an Access Hollywood interview to discuss their wedding process. When the two hosts asked the couple the exact marriage date, Baylen revealed it was somewhere in 2026. For more specific information, she said they might tie the knot between April and June. Baylen and Colin have yet to finalize a particular date, month, or season for their wedding. Their families are also taking some time to make a final decision. According to the bride-to-be, they just began to look for venues for the event. The planning process has yet to kick off. Then, the host inquired if Baylen had started to try on dresses for the wedding. She plainly said no but wished to do it sooner. She is too eager to test outfits and cakes. Hopefully, she will enjoy the whole procedure of ultimately becoming a bride to Colin. Even though time flies by, the wedding will come sooner than later. Baylen's biggest dream is to marry young and have kids before she turns 25. Even Colin can't wait to wed Baylen in a barn-style wedding in the presence of their near and dear ones. It's going to be an intimate wedding ceremony with traditional rituals. But for now, the pair is still exploring ideas. Later tonight, March 10, the season finale of Baylen Out Loud, the network's popular reality series that follows 22-year-old Baylen Dupree's journey with Tourette syndrome, premieres on TLC. The buzzy new program has amassed quite an audience, with TLC touting it as cable's most-watched new unscripted series among adults and women 25-54 in nearly a year. Also available to stream on Max, the first season follows Baylen as she faces a variety of extreme and uncontrollable vocal and motor tics while navigating the challenges of becoming an independent adult. Baylen's realness and humor struck us right away, said Howard Lee, president of TLC and Discovery Networks. Her fearless honesty about living with Tourette syndrome not only busts stereotypes but also builds bridges of understanding. At TLC, we stay committed to showcasing stories that resonate deeply with our audience, and Baylen's journey is the perfect blend of heart and mission. The season finale of Baylen Out Loud is about to drop, but what does the future hold for this reality favorite? Will there be a season 2 of Baylen Out Loud? Here's everything we know. Baylen Out Loud's Colin Dooley surprises Baylen with romantic proposal after 2 years of dating. Wedding bells are ringing. Colin Dooley pulled out the stops when he surprised now fiancé Baylen Dupree with a romantic proposal in a heartwarming scene set to air on the season finale of Baylen Out Loud. Colin, 21, had a lovely flower arch on display for the momentous occasion, also placing rose petals on the floor before Baylen, 22, walked into the room with her mom, Julie Dupree. TLC shared the clip ahead of the season 1 finale airing on Monday, March 10. Both families were gathered for the special moment, and only a few knew exactly what was in store in a separate teaser clip shared by People. Colin's mom, Marlene Dooley, and dad, Chuck Dooley, were waiting for their future daughter-in-law's arrival alongside Baylen's father, Alan Dupree, as they chatted about the exciting milestone for the couple. $5 Colin's proposing, Baylen's brother Vic, 13, said after checking out the room. "No, he's not," her brother Sven, 16, responded. Beckner, 10, coyly told his brother, "Yes, he is. Why do you think there's a walkway with roses and—" Baylen's sister, Sammy, was also shocked when she saw the setup. "Oh my God, I can't," she said while crouching down and preparing for what they were all about to witness. "My emotions throughout this whole thing have been very up and down, especially about Colin, but seeing this was like a little glimmer of hope that he showed his appreciation for her," Sammy, 19, added in a confessional. "I did not expect it to be this much. I know this is so Baylen," she gushed. "Just so Baylen. I don't even know how to explain it." Moments later, Baylen was visibly stunned as she made her entrance in a pink floral dress, dropping her jaw as Colin prepared for his big moment. Fans will get to watch the romantic scene in full after seeing Colin ask for Baylen's hand in marriage during a prior episode. Julie had a hunch a proposal was coming, but Alan was definitely taken by surprise. "When is this gonna take place and where when you ask her?" Alan inquired. "I've been planning this for a long time," Colin replied, "and I know that her dream is to get proposed to on a beach. So I would love to propose to her when you guys go on your family trip. I want her entire family there, her siblings. I would like to have my parents there as well." Julie revealed more of her reaction in a confessional, noting, "Here I'm trying to digest a proposal that is going to accompany us on our family beach vacation." She added, "And it looks like there's gonna be the potential in-laws also coming. It's all unfolding right here." It wasn't very long ago that you look back, and Baylen just wanted to move out of the house, Alan said in hindsight while reflecting on his daughter's journey with Tourette syndrome and finding love. "And then it was, I want to try a couple of things. Then Nia showed up and bicycles. And now we got engagements going on." Baylen and Colin officially announced their engagement after dating for more than 2 years on February 11. The couple first met on a dating app, and the rest is history. "We're thrilled to share that we're officially engaged," they shared at the time. "We can't wait to take you along on this journey through all the ups, downs, and everything in between. But one thing's for sure, we're beyond excited for this next chapter of our lives."